Duke Energy must remove all coal ash from all of its power plants across North Carolina. The state's environmental agency says millions of tons of it must be dug up from 6 power plants, including Belews Creek in Stokes County. The state says getting rid of coal ash will reduce the risk of toxic chemicals leaking into the water supply. Duke Energy says excavation could cost billions. Both sides put out statements today. Governor Roy Cooper says, quote, "We've seen the damage it can do to families who had to live for years on bottled water." Duke Energy said, quote, "Excavation at some sites will take decades, stretching well beyond the current state and federal guidelines and the deadlines." People who live near the coal ash basin say they're relieved to hear the state's decision.
Now, the time frame doesn't really bother me because it's a never-ending time frame if they don't do it. I want the kids to experience what I did as a child, being able to go fish in the creeks and be able to eat the fish, or to go swimming in the lakes and in the ponds without fear.
Yeah, this saga has been going on for years. I don't think we could ever forget these images of toxic sludge spreading across 70 miles of the Dan River in Eden and elsewhere. Since then, the state has required all coal ash sites closed by 2030. Now, the utility says all this closing and cleaning will cost billions. And guess who's likely going to pay for it? You and me. We won't pay for fixing the spill, but the money it'll cost for closing the basins will come from increased energy bills.